How y'all doing, Commanders? Rocket here with RPG Gaming. Welcome back to another Watch Our Realms video. We've got Season 10, Round 9 of GVG today for y'all enjoyment. We've got a bunch of flyovers. Really is how to crack the NeZha teams, especially if they're not set up properly, or more specifically, they're not using the new healer. We're going to have some fun with my level 7 chompers and some also close calls. So there's some teams out there that are really just set towards combating the chompers, and you'll get to see those. Hopefully be able to improve your own defenses and either learn from my mistakes or just do better. Anyways, let's get into it. First off, we've got Hendrik. Attack made by myself. This one's going up against a Praetus, Valara, Valk, Unoma, Brokir team at 580 KBP, so it's on the high side of BP. And I go ahead and send out Shield Maiden, followed by the Magic Tank, and this right now is a mistake. What I did notice is that Pope in that position can't actually ult until the chompers and their big butts come into play, and then it seems to work. After that, he seems to ult. So what happens there is the Magic Tank doesn't die. I panic and I send out the other chomper to try to get the job done fast enough, and luckily he takes Brokir out and Valk out. And then the dogs here, I try to capitalize on Valara doing the pushback and then making it through, and it works out. I could have sent the Magic Tank to try to draw the ults and then send both the dogs. But sometimes if Valara pushes back when you send all 6 dogs die. I went that way. It worked out. Secure the win. Next we have DH Deadwolf, Etheranos, it's a quick little hatchet snipe and flyover. Now, where they have Hatchet and Lily, I don't know why they wouldn't have Lily on the tile behind Hatchet, because then she would cover everybody. So mistake on their part. I'm not sure if Etheranos caught it because he went with the Chaos Mage and the Garnets, but better safe than sorry. Snipes the Hatchet out pretty easily. Sends off the LGs, followed by the Epic Flyers. And they take out Arrogance. They might take out Wukong. Yeah, Wukong, Arrogance. Pretty easy win. So don't put your Hatchet on that tile unless you put Lily on the tile behind him. But even then, if you snipe out the Hatchet and proc Lily's passive, you're going to be able to send like the bugs, the bombing bugs, and proc Torador's passive after that. So not the best Hatchet setup. I'm sure they'll learn from that. Okay. Norby. Couple attacks performed by myself. Again, Pope, Ingrid team, Erlang, Nerissa, Brokir. Nerissa's really good, but It's not the best application for her in a spot like this. I go ahead and send off Magic Tank followed by the Fool. Now, this pulp is just cracked because it just melts that Magic Tank away. Send off the Chompers, stack them up a little bit with the Beholders. They managed to get one extra shield from the Fool, but it doesn't really matter. They didn't make it to the portal. The LGs come up and sweep everything up behind them, which is good. Sometimes the LGs, they don't do exactly what they're supposed to sometimes, but Nerys kind of negates that, as you will see in some of my later attacks I will show you. And Norby, Team 2, attack done by myself again. So this is a Cyrus team, ESO. Now, 519,000 BP for a Cyrus Lord team is actually quite high. So I know it's a strong team. Now I go ahead and once again send off the Magic Tank, and that was a mistake, sending the Fool right after. I could have sent another Magic Tank, or I could have just waited a little bit before I send the Fool, because now the Fool is keeping that Magic Tank topped right up, and all the Fool's doing is casting a Magic Shield on the Magic Tank. So I go ahead and send off the Chomper just because I know things are bad. Luckily, the Magic Tank goes down right there. Both the Chompers get an extra stack. This Cyrus is built very well, as you can see, and they squeezed through with just a sliver of health left. And luckily, Valara's ult is over, and she doesn't quite get it back in time that the LGs sweep it up and secure the win. So that was closer than I would like, and it's just a good mental note to take. If it's not a Nastia or a Praetus team, you've got some time before you need to think about sustaining your Magic Tank. And a lot of time you can just send 2 right away, and then by time you're at 10 count and the Chompers are there, you're getting an extra 2 stacks out of them. So, alright. Next we're off to the second stronghold. Dead Links. Team 2, Flow. So this one here, nice little flyover. Good old LGs. As well as a little bit sustained. It's actually a really well planned attack. This is a much better spot for Hatset. I think you might still be able to snipe him out, but with Wukong and Carnelian's orbs might get to him in time, so I'm not really going to recommend that. So he sends out rare flyers, procs Hatset, perfect, that's exactly what you want to see. Now you'll notice his healer provide that little bit of sustain, look, so that both of them have enough damage to take out the Arrogance and then the Wukong, which is great, because if that Wukong stays, you can probably still win with the epic flyers, but sends off the dogs. Dorador doesn't have enough block. Gets the W. Well done, Flo. XDX. Where are you, XDX? Oh, Mugafran. Death by Swarm. Now, it just wasn't meant to be the second time around. But once you see this, you'll kind of know why. I mean, as far as swarms go, I don't know with AI there. It makes it really hard, especially with Elwyn boosting Silas's ult so fast, right? Silas does have the ability, especially when paired with Ivar, to really just take out some of the swarms, and AI slows him down, and Silas has all that range to cover. But yeah, he just sends out the big Colossus, followed by a couple healers, provide a little bit of sustain. And then the dogs, there's so much cannon fodder that Silas and Alvar are just targeting them, and the healers providing a little bit of sustain. Then the LGs come here, and between the dogs, the Colossus, and the LGs, they take out the Torador. Isn't that crazy? Take out Elo and take out everybody on the map. Scares the win. Very sloppy, but a very cool win. Very cool win. And sometimes, depending on what you got, you do what you got to do, and when it works out, that's great, because some of these matches are just so close, you just need every win you can get. Okay, next to number 3. None for you. I'm not too sure how to say bro's name here, but none for you is, well, I'm going to say it because just denies me 2 times here. So we'll get into the first attack first. So, Praetus, Ingrid, Valar, Brokir, Lily. Average BP. Now everything works out just perfect. Right? Shield Maiden, Magic Tank, everybody ults. Magic Tank survives long enough for my Beholders and my Chompers to get there, and for those Chompers to get that one more stack. If you'll notice, sometimes if he's full, that double tap doesn't actually kill Brokir. So that, and the Chomper died very fast. So that one stack may very well have made or break this team. LGs, they do a great job, but I mean, you can't send them before Valar ults, but you can only hit her when she ults. But if she's ulting, those LGs are dead. So I go ahead, try to do the best I can, get 2 points. I'm just, dang, that's that's not cool, my guy. You completely denied me there. So I was trying to think of what I could do better, what I could do different. And I'm thinking dogs. Man, dogs in Valara sometimes they're tough unless you got 120k lore to throw the dogs on, and they can just pretty much walk through. But I decide to go ahead and bring the dogs in, and I make them my second most powerful unit. And I leveled them to level 7, so you would hope that would help. I do the same thing. Everything again works out great. Send off the Beholders, send off the Chompers. Everything dies. Chompers get stacked up. Everything's looking great. Same thing. Shield Main, provide that little bit of sustain those Chompers need. Good taps. This Chomper actually makes it. Sets off Ingrid to single target. And I go ahead and send off the Magic Tanks. Try to squeeze the dogs by before Valar's ult. Because Pope and Valar ult, they're so alternating. And it's just, there's that pushback. But you kind of needed those dogs to make it while those Chompers were going through. So Pope doesn't do quite as much damage to the dogs. And again, 2 points. And then Ingrid was there to take out the Magic Tank. Which, to send a Magic Tank, I could last time they were affiliated a little different. I don't know. Didn't work out. But I did get the 2 points. Okay. Now, there's the debate there to be had. Is it better to go 4-1, 4 wins, 1 loss? Or is it better to go 3 wins, 2 losses, but with 2 points on the 2 losses? It sucks to have that L. But yeah, is it better to go 4 wins, 1 loss? or 3 wins, 2 losses, with 2 points on each of the 2 losses. Yep, that's a debate. Alright. EXA. Season 1. Team 1. Daniel. This one here. Watcher team. Ingrid, NeZha, Wukong, Brokir, Lily. Again, the LGs just crack NeZha's defense. Now he throws the Fallen Templar out right away. And I agree with this with NeZha teams because her ult is so long and she gets a little bit of ult back. The timing, you just save as much time as you can for the end in case the healer survives and the chompers take longer to do. Now, if you notice, perfect healer LG placement. The LGs get that little bit of sustain that they need. They take out NeZha and the healer. So now they have no sustain. The chompers are going to come through and the Templar also takes Wukong's ult. So that's great. Everything couldn't have went better here. Since the dogs didn't even need him. Great win. Great win. LGs, they're lifesavers, especially if you don't have the high level chompers. Especially with all these NeZha teams coming up. So, you defend against one thing, you lose a little bit of integrity on something else. Okay. Stronghold 4. Indemnity. Guild leader performs this attack. So again, another Watcher team. They threw Artie in the mix though. Guild leader Sir uses LGs to once again crack the NeZha. Sends out the Shield Maiden just to proc the ults. And waits a little bit. Sends out a healer. Couple LGs. Good timing. NeZha's not going to get her ult back in time. LGs kind of sync up a little better and Lily can't do anything about the damage. No sustain. Only 4 block. And he's still got, this is very important, he's still got the Shield Maiden and the Magic Tank. So Ingrid's just going to pound away at them. Otherwise, she can take out those dogs. Oh, yes, she can. One lucky blast. Especially if she's A5. So, secures the W. Very nice win. And of course, Stronghold number 3, Mr. Neo on Hippo. So this, it was very difficult for anybody to actually be able to stack up the rare tanks or anything to make it a straight dog win. But this, I believe, is the dog fight of the night. So yeah, Mr. Oh, I think this was the one. Yeah, this was just, he set up everything perfect for the dogs. You'll see he sends off Chaos Mage, followed by Bookkeepers. Bookkeepers are just going to take out NeZha. Now, Ezreal maybe sometimes would protect NeZha if he didn't already cast his rejuvenation onto Brokir, but not too sure. And then Yeah, Garnets, and look, so NeZha. Ezreal's really a beast when he wants to be. But NeZha falls, and it's very important she falls. And it's very important he has both of these magic tanks left. Because Valara's going to ult just before she's done ulting. He's going to send the dogs. See that pushback? And boom, just enough dogs with just enough health make it through. How about that? That's a very nice dog win. Well done, Mr. Nail. Scares to win. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. So we'll go through my defenses. I don't believe they're going to attack me anymore. But you never know. It's a relatively close fight. We have quite a few attacks left, so it might play out well. So I changed my setups, and I did a video about why you should change your setups mid-season. And nobody attacked. My team won. But I did have 4 attackers on team 2. I'll show you the closest one, which was really just crazy. Crazy. So he's 527 KBP, level 2, Maw. Quite high BP. Now, I nicknamed this defense Disruption. And you're going to see exactly why right now. He goes ahead, sends off Magic Tank. Could have used the Templar, doesn't really matter. Trying to proc all the ults, which he successfully does. Now, Maw just passes through these crystals, but you'll notice the Shield Maiden gets frozen not once, twice. And Maw does take out AI, which is unfortunate that Maw lasted long enough to do that. But NeZha with the new healer, she just gets her ult back just in time. And look at this. Look at the swarms. Look at the swarms. And he annihilates him. NeZha is he. My apologies, I keep forgetting. But yeah, look at that. He just puts out. Insane, NeZha. Most certainly MVP of the night. Look at that, 82 mil. Yes. So, but he didn't like that too much. So he goes, you know what? I'll try to cheese you with Maw's ult. He says, I got your number. Alright. So a little bit different of a strategy this time. Okay. He goes out, sends the magic tank as usual, and then he sends Maw right behind the magic tank. Reason being, he wants to get Maw in there to kill everything, and then get this Shield Maiden to proc his shields. But it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Even with his impale in a few seconds, that NeZha is not hitting him during his ult, and he just gives up. He resigns. I get the W. So that's great. So good maiden voyage for the old Disruption. And they could have tried the Chompers, but they have much less success rate, I assure you. If you didn't see the other video, I also set up this team here. It's a monster of a team, to be honest. Call it the Judge, Jury, and Executioner. Numera's the Executioner, and her range there, that's the chopping block. Then you got the Judge, Nasty, of course, she's the Lord, and the Jury is those 3 over there. You shall not pass. Yeah. That's about it. Hopefully we can pull off a few more wins and secure the W, but I'm not so sure. But yeah, that's it. That's all. If you stayed till the end, I appreciate your time. Thanks, bye.